Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. In this video, I'll be teaching you the derivative of a product, that is, that one that is known, product rule in your normal classroom. If y is equal to uv, where u and v are function of x, then you say uv becomes u plus the y equals to open bracket u plus the u, open another bracket, v plus the v. So when you do this, what have you done? You have tried to differentiate y with respect to u and v, right? So you differentiate u, you differentiate v too. So let's see what this will give to us as we unravel through the explanation of derivative of a product. Now, y plus the y, you can see at the left hand side, y plus the y, that is the y was added to y. So at the right hand side as well, u, which is a product of v, like u multiplied by v. U is multiplied. Product means multiplication in mathematics. So u is multiplying v. Because it's multiplying, then we have to take them one after the other. So u plus the u, now multiplying v plus the v. So when we open this bracket, we have u multiplied by v, we have uv. Then u multiplied by the v, we have u dv. And then du multiplied by v, we have v du, plus du multiplied by dv, so we have du dv. So moving on, what do we have to do? Because we just need the y dx to tell that this is answer, or this is the formula when we differentiate this kind of calculus. So let's take the next step. The y is equal to, that is, something has moved away from this left hand side. And what is that? Let's go back. That is our y. You can see it was y plus the y here. So now this y has moved to the right hand side and it has become minus. So now we have the y equals to uv plus u dv plus v du plus du dv minus the y. So minus y rather. So we now have uv plus u dv plus v du plus du dv. Remember that our y was uv. So now we substitute y for uv. Now we now have minus uv. So what happens here? This is plus uv minus uv. So this cancels this. Not that it's cancelled, meaning that plus 1 uv minus 1 uv becomes 0. So nothing is left around uv. So we have uv cancel uv because uv minus uv is equal to 0. So we are left with the y equals to u dv plus v du. That's what is left here. U dv plus v du plus du dv. So we have u dv plus v du plus du dv. So what do we now do after this? Because we just need the x, the y dx, to tell that we have differentiated y. That is d dx of y. So we now introduce the x to all the parameters that we have, such that dy becomes the y dx equals to u dv becomes u dv dx plus v du becomes v du dx, and then du dv becomes du multiplied by dv dx. So when we now take limits of the x approaches 0, then at this point what we have will be 0. So plus 0, what will be left? Just 0. Now we can't just do this one because we have u, we have v related here. Though we have dv du d, you can see what we have here, du dv dx. So everything here becomes 0 when we take the limit of the x to be 0. So that tells that if we have calculus of a product rule, then this formula is applicable to find the derivative. What formula? The formula says that the y dx is equal to u multiplying dv dx plus v multiplying du dx. I believe you got this formula perfectly, and save this formula in your memory because we'll be using it to solve questions on product rule. Bye bye. See you in the next video.